Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on a squad from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. EA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're going to run it. They've got him down out near the 40.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
You need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Trying to pick up the yardage with the jet sweep. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. And this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and hitting the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on fourth down. To the air, it's Sanders. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Can he make it to the marker? And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And then first down, right back to the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Now play number 9 on this drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Tackle, but first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. To throw, it's Sanders. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, that is a dream start for the offense. What an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incomplete. Second down coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. They're going to run it here. Fights off a defender. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 10 now. Can be muscled out of bounds. Very close to the goal line.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. First and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
He'll hand it off. They've got him down out near the 40.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Makes a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Second down towards the receiver is incomplete. Third down coming.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looking to throw. It's Sanders. Bringing pressure. They've got him behind the line. The defense with a sack on the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
They'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Breaks loose at the 40. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Oh, a reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
1st and goal for the offense. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. To the air. It's Sanders. He's got it near the end zone. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
3rd down and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Number 30.
Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Back to pass. It's Sanders. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's incomplete, the defense. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Looks like LSU has the first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
First down at 10. From the shotgun, drops back, and he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Sanders. He's running out of time here. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And the punt is down just inside. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. The pass rush closing in. And the defense takes a timeout to stop the clock with 28 seconds remaining. But they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. In a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he can do is eat it.
And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, LSU. It was a foot race and he won it.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.